Welcome back, everybody. This is Eric here with Iraq Veteran 8888. All right, today I'm doing a video and I want to talk a little bit about why I still love the SKS so much. And I've been thinking about, hey, what are some of the military surplus rifles that I can revisit and talk about more and do some more range video work. I do intend on doing another range video on the SKS very soon. I do like these guns quite a bit, and there are some reasons for it. And I think that this is a gun that still, even in today's world, gets kind of overlooked, and I think that's criminal. I'm going to give some, thoughts as to why I think this is such a great rifle and why, really, I feel like every gun collection, especially an advanced gun collection, is not complete without a good quality SKS. And I'll explain why here in a moment. Before I get started, I would like to thank our friends at Otis Technologies for supporting today's video. If you are looking for anything related to gun cleaning, they are absolutely your go-to source. Check out the link in the description box below if you want to check out more of their stuff, but they're most well known for their pull-through cleaning systems. If any of you have served in the military in the last 20 years, you've been issued those little black pouches with the cleaning kits in them. They make some really fantastic stuff, but they also have a bunch of great stuff with Shooter's Choice as well. So check them out, Otis Technologies. Tell them Eric sent you. They've been a long-term supporter of the channel, and a big thanks to them for supporting our efforts to put out quality content like this for you guys. Okay, so with the SKS, does it really have anything going for it that puts it, let's just say, maybe over an AK? Well, obviously the AK is certainly a superior gun between the two if you're going to just compare gun design to gun design. I mean, is this gun an AR-15? No, an AR is still a very superior gun to the SKS. So why would I be adamant about holding on to, let's just say, sort of an older relics of the past and actually considering it as like a good potential gun for just about anything? For one, these guns are very lightweight. They're easy to carry around. They're easy to tote around. You don't have to keep up with magazines because they're stripper clip fed. They only hold 10 shots. So the thing about an SKS is, yeah, it kind of sucks to have to feed the gun with a stripper clip, right? So you can only, the magazine is generally fixed and you feed the gun with a 10-round stripper clip. I'm not going to load it here in the studio, but you put the stripper clip in the stripper clip notch, you push the rounds into the chamber, you pull the clip out, and you load the first round, and you have 10 rounds as fast as you can pull the trigger. The velocity on the SKS is definitely an edge up over the AK. You get more velocity because you have a longer barrel. You do have a longer sight radius, so the accuracy is a bit better, a little bit better iron sights than an AK. With the SKS, you have a fixed bayonet that stays with the gun, so you always have a stabby device on hand if you need it, which I find to be a very handy feature. You may never know if you need to, cook a sausage over the fire, or if you need to stab someone. I guess you've got the ability to do whatever you need to do with a knife on the end of your gun, which is kind of handy. But again, I like this gun because it's actually a very safe gun design. This is a State Arsenal 26 Type 56, so this is a Chinese SKS, but it is made with a lot of Russian parts. This is a sneak, so this is an early SKS that was built with supervision by the Russians in China, using some original Russian parts before the Chinese took over full production. So this is a military produced for the military SKS by the State Arsenal 26 in China. Great SKS. And the cool thing about them, too, I think, is also just from the standpoint of collectability. There's a ton of different variants out there. You can get them from Albania and Yugoslavia and China and Russia and East Germany and Poland. And there's all these different countries that adopted and used the SKS over the years. There's even some very rare North Korean models out there, as well as some rare Vietnamese models out there, which, of course, those are going to be a lot more difficult to locate. But these guns have wound up in every corner of the world, and for good reason, because they're very accurate, they are reliable to a fault, they are lightweight and easy to shoot. This is a great gun to shoot offhand because you don't have a big old long magazine hanging out of the bottom of the gun. So this is an easy gun to shoot from the prone, right? Even in the Vietnam War, there were Viet Cong snipers who used even just an iron-sighted SKS as a sniper rifle because of the ability to get way down in the dirt, way lower than an AK, right? The AK has a magazine protruding out of the bottom. A shooter can get way lower to the ground with an SKS than they can with an AK, and you get the longer barrel length, higher velocity, better sights. So see, this gun is not so arcane as people make it out to be, okay? Granted, it's a little slower to load with stripper clips, but 7.62 by 39 out of this length barrel with these sights and a light handy package. This is a great little gun to consider for deer hunting or for just walking around checking the property line, or to keep on the four-wheeler as like a, little semi-automatic kind of walk-in gun, survival gun. It's a great utilitarian gun that, yes, while it is a military rifle intended for military service, it also does really well as just a very generic, handy type of gun, like just a utilitarian gun that can be, used for a wide variety of different purposes, which I kind of like that aspect about it. I mean, yes, it's always been a military rifle to me, but I've always considered these more just as being a utilitarian and handy type of gun that can just, go into whatever territory you want to. They're very easy to clean. They're very easy to take care of. They're very easy to work the triggers on if you want a lighter trigger. These things are really easy to convert to a machine gun. So if you have a Type D that takes AK mags like we do, we did a conversion on ours. They're stupid easy to convert to full auto. Really, just in all, I think these guns are very underrated, and I think that people kind of balk at them a bit. You can still get these things for south of $500. So, there's still some good deals to be had out there in terms of the SKSs. And I think as a semi-auto military rifle goes, I don't think you're going to find a more affordable military semi-auto rifle, especially something with this much history and everything like that, as the SKS. I mean, I think SKSs are still affordable. They're still available. They're still out there. I personally think the Yugo variants are amongst the best. If you can find a Yugo M59 without the grenade launcher, those are fantastic guns. The Yugo M59/66A1 with the grenade launcher is a great gun. The State Arsenal 26 or Russian type 56s like these with just the fixed blade bayonet, they're great. The Chinese Polytechs with the spike bayonet, a little more commercial production, those are great. All of them are generally pretty good. I mean, you get one in good shape with a solid stock and a good bore. Most of the bores on these are generally chrome lined, so they're very easy to clean, even with corrosive ammunition. I like the fact that with the 10-round stripper clip, you don't have to keep up with magazines. So you can buy an SKS, buy some ammo on stripper clips, and boom, you're good to go. Whenever you use these clips up, you just put loose ammo back on them and reuse them. Right, so you don't have to buy a bunch of extra magazines. You can feed it with loose rounds if you want. But even if you don't have stripper clips, you can just top the gun off with loose rounds. This is a great training rifle, something that's fun to take out and plink with and practice your iron sight shooting, and still do it with a gun that fires a reasonably powerful cartridge that can still get some work done in terms of hunting and protection. But you're actually making your ammo go further because you're only using 10 rounds at a time. So with ammo prices being up, yeah, maybe not everybody wants to burn 30 rounds out of their AK as fast as they can pull the trigger. Now, that's fun, don't get me wrong. But this is a great gun to kind of force you to make your shots count, make your ammo go a little further. You don't have to buy magazines. You don't have to buy a bunch of crazy accessories. This is a gun that really it's not anything pretentious about it. Like, it is a utilitarian rifle with a fixed bayonet, iron sights that takes 10-shot clips that, is it's going to do whatever you need it to do, and it's going to do it as good as you're able to shoot and everything like that. So all in all, I like the SKS. I think it's a fantastic gun, and I will always have an SKS in my gun collection. I like them. I think very highly of them. I think that I do generally prefer the M1 carbine over the SKS. The M1 carbine is certainly a better gun. It is also light and handy. It is also has a lot of positive attributes going for it. But for the money, I would say the SKS is still a good buy. If you want something you can feed with stripper clips, it has that nostalgia factor. It's still reasonably powerful, semi-automatic, cool to boot, and more importantly, in today's market, affordable. So check them out. Don't look the other way on the SKS. These guns are a lot of fun. If you've never shot one, check them out. I think you'll really love them just as much as I do. So thank you so much. Many more videos on the way, and we'll see you all very soon. Appreciate it.